We are celebrating seniors here at CBS 58. We've interviewed some of our region's best and brightest about what it's like to graduate during a global pandemic.
They had some insight I'm sure a lot of our high schoolers and a lot of us in general can relate to. We had a special surprise for them and a few more special surprises in store for all of us here tonight as the CBS 58 Morning News congratulates the class of 2020.
Welcome to a CBS 58 News special as the CBS 58 Morning News congratulates the class of 2020.
Hello everyone, here is a look at Whitefish Bay High School as they, and one of many in Wisconsin and around the country, celebrate their class of 2020. Good evening, I'm Pauline Lee with Mike Kirkhoff, Megan Rystad, and meteorologist Justin Thompson-Gee.
Thank you all for joining us tonight as we celebrate our seniors.
And we have some amazing students in our region, so we are just thrilled to share some of their stories with you tonight.
And we have some great performances for you. We're looking forward to sharing in their accomplishments and looking ahead to the future.
We are dedicating a full hour here to the class of 2020, and we asked districts from across southeast Wisconsin to choose a senior to send our way and talk about what these last couple of months have been like.
That's right, so we also talked about the path ahead, their hopes, their dreams. So let's meet the 13th seniors representing the class of 2020 in southeast Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm Eliza Manzour.
Colin Hall.
Ariel Williams.
JD Young.
Daniel Hall.
Jamie Giles.
Kofi Kudahunu.
Lily Moddett.
Brennan Halsey.
I'm Bridget Brown.
Robin George.
Jaden Zuzanik.
Ariana Williams.
Menominee Falls.
Homestead High School.
Rufus King High School.
J.I. Case High School.
Bayview High School.
Grafton High School.
Ruther Central High School.
Walden High School.
West Bend West. Indian Trail High School.
Fuller Collegiate Academy.
Menominee Falls High School.
Class of 2020.
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 And I'm class of 2020.
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 How has this pandemic affected your last year?
It's definitely unexpected. We obviously had no idea this would happen. I remember, so Homestead is on trimesters. So we finished the end of finals for our second trimester. That was the last day we were in school. I remember all the seniors were cheering. It was so exciting because we were third tri seniors, which is usually an easier end of the year because you've gotten through most of your hard classes, and it's like much more fun and you can have a lot of it's really enjoyable, the end of the senior year. So, but there were rumors that we might add another week onto spring break for coronavirus and like people coming back from traveling, and everyone was like kind of excited about it, like, ooh, like we might have time off of school because that's exciting for kids. But we had no idea that would be like our last day and we'd be missing the entire third trimester. So that's definitely it was quite a shock.
So senior year is one of the most important years of high school. You're graduating, you're finally leaving high school, you've been there for 4 years. You have things like graduation, prom, and all this.
As everyone knows, all proms are canceled because of the quarantine. I do baseball in the spring, so my last year of high school, the season was canceled, so I missed out on that.
Put a dent in my social life. I mean, I barely talked to some of the friends I knew that I would see at school a lot.
Having those types of moments with everybody and just being proud to be a senior and experiencing these things with your class is something that you can't really get back.
The pandemic has affected our senior year by taking away some of those big events towards the end of the year, such as our senior holiday dance, our senior trip, graduation possibly. So all the things that we've been looking forward to these 4 years, but it's also kind of made our class stronger in that we've really looked forward and cherished our times together, whether it's on Zoom for classes or just in group chats.
Just cutting the months short that I've been told are the most bittersweet moments of high school, and all those memories that come along with it, cutting that short. But it also has cut it short as to experiencing like the last games that people play in, stuff like that. But it also has shown me that we like grow better together, and when you want something to happen, to get done, everyone will have your back to get that done with you. I think that throughout like my high school years, I didn't take enough time to appreciate being around the people that I love, my friends, my teachers even. And I think that it's taught me that life can be extremely unpredictable, and that while it might be hard, I know we'll be able to get through it. and I'm just counting down.
There have been a lot of disappointments this last part of my senior year. There were plenty of state tournaments for clubs and extracurriculars that were canceled. Our senior prom was canceled. Our school has something called Grad Walk, where all the seniors go back to their elementary and middle schools and visit teachers, and that was canceled. Graduation, we're still not sure what it's gonna look like or when it's gonna happen, but probably in late summer. So there have been quite a few disappointments this year.
As you get older, you start adding big moments and milestones, graduating college, starting a career, having a family. But when you're a senior right now, these are the moments. These are the biggest moments of your lives. And you can see just how disappointed they are that they're missing those.
Oh, absolutely.
Your
those
heart,
things
yeah.
like walking across the stage, prom, all those things that we just kind of came to expect. So you definitely feel for them.
Yeah, your heart just kind of breaks to hear how sad they are, but the resilience that they have is just something that is so beautiful, just to make the most out of a bittersweet situation. So as we move on here, part of graduating is the sense of hope as you look forward to the future. That's part of being young too, finding a positive way forward. This class is no exception. Still ahead, the positivities that have come out of staying at home. Plus,
It's just too close.
Milwaukee favorites Jim and Jeannie Gaffigan surprised our group in a live Zoom chat. The advice the Gaffigans have for the class of 2020.
Hi, this is Brian Anderson from the Milwaukee Brewers. I want to congratulate the class of 2020. Man, it kind of stinks you're not able to walk with your classmates and go through all the parties and celebrations and all the pomp and circumstance that every other graduating class has been able to enjoy all these years. However, you're graduating in the middle of a global pandemic, and that makes you unique. You're going to be the one to change the world. So thanks for all of your hard work. Best of luck in your future, and know that we are behind you all the way. Congratulations, and go Brewers.
Hey graduates, this is Drew Burgoyne. Yes, I'm still broadcasting from my basement. You guys know all about that, having to do schoolwork at home. I want to wish you a wonderful summer coming up. And the bottom line is, if you can maneuver throughout this pandemic, you're going to do great as life moves on for you.
We've got shout outs from so many more special guests over the course of the next hour. In the meantime, check out our senior yearbook from pictures sent in by you.
Hey, class of 2020, congratulations on making it this far. I know this year isn't quite what you expected, but try to make the best of it and remember to be great.
What's up, class of 2020? Congratulations. We see you. We are proud of you. Keep rising. Dare to be.
Welcome back. That's CBS 58's Amanda Porterfield and Bucks DJ Shauna with a shout out for the class of 2020. Always bringing positivity either while she's DJing or on social media.
and that's perfect because right now we're going to focus on the positives.
Our group of seniors found a silver lining while staying at home. From more time for hobbies to more family time, we all have something to be thankful for.
What's something positive that has come out of all of this?
I actually, before I committed to Madison, I was in a group chat with a bunch of people who are going to Howard University in DC. And so it's been really nice, like, talking to them, and, like, even though we've never, like, met or anything, like, we're all, like, very, very close. Like, we're, like, knitted by the hip, and it's, like, really nice to have, you know, just, like, close friends that you can talk to every day, especially in the middle of all of this.
Yeah. I think our generation has that kind of advantage too, because we have access to all these things. Like, we're in a Zoom meeting with how many people, and, like, you know, if the pandemic happened in, I don't know, like 1980, you know, the friends that you'd be in constant communication with every day, you wouldn't really see at all. Well, now we have access to things like this, and, you know, texting and calling and FaceTime and all those other things where we can still communicate with our best friends and still feel up to date with them, even though we're all obviously in separate households and not with each other physically.
I think also because of the technology, we also learned how important it is to put down, like, the technology. Like, it's amazing being able to still communicate, but the in-person communication is so important and so valuable.
I think too, it's been a really good time, like spending time with my family before like going to college. You know, I mean, granted, when the quarantine is over, I'm getting out of my house, but it's been nice like getting closer with my siblings and like just like my mom and my dad and like, you know, just spending some quality time, just going on walks. Like I didn't really go on walks before the quarantine, but now like they're what's keeping me sane. So yeah.
No, I totally agree with you. My mom is very afraid of being an empty nester next year. Now that my brothers are all grown up and they're starting their own lives and I'm the last one. And I know I've taken the time to really spend a lot of time with her, and we've watched a lot of chick flicks together.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's been really nice to spend time with my family. As the oldest kid, I'm the first one to go to college, so it's definitely a unique experience for my family, and I know they enjoy being able to spend time with me.
Yeah, I agree with the time piece. We're all probably really bogged down throughout the year with our AP and IB classes. So it's been nice to have time to take up those hobbies and things I've always wanted to do but never really had the time to. So it's been really fun.
For sure.
And that excuse like does not work anymore. Like I don't have the time to like sit down and like learn how to play the ukulele. Like I actually do have the time now. So.
Well, I think we can all agree it's hard to stay positive sometimes right now, but to just hear their answers, they are so wise, well beyond their years.
That entire time, even though we were talking about disappointments earlier, big smiles on their faces. So it was really great to have that conversation and know that they're still happy.
Yeah, and it was one question that we asked, and it was such a fluid response from all of them, so it was really fun to hear their insight. And Justin has a bit more positivity for us. Justin.
Yeah, hey guys, the Greenfield High School seniors made a video of their own to lift the spirits of themselves and really anybody who needed it. They just posted it last week. Take a look.
We are
the
class of 2020.
The class of 2020 has persevered through many hardships.
Our senior year has been cut short.
This has affected almost every senior across the world.
Whether it was the last season of a sport you love being taken away from you,
Not being able to perform in the school production that you worked so hard for.
Missing out on prom when you already bought your dress.
or simply missing out on end of the year memories with your best friends.
I know right now you might feel defeated,
but we have to find a way to stay positive.
I'm staying positive by cooking dinner for my family.
I'm staying positive by upcycling some of my old clothes.
I've been staying positive by making homemade soap.
We need to remember that life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but it is about learning how to dance in the rain.
This experience is just another one to add to that long.
And we have had so many proud parents and family members send in hundreds of senior photos, so we have assembled them into a kind of Class of 2020 yearbook on our website. Search Class of 2020 at cbs58.com.
Hello, Class of 2020. I'm Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, and as a proud Milwaukee native and a Milwaukee Public School graduate, I just want to take a moment to say congratulations on all your hard work. Now, I know the last couple months have been stressful and uncertain, but the fact that you've gotten this far means that you're going to be successful on the other side of the pandemic. Plus, there's an entire network of MPS grads just waiting to support you, including myself. So again, I say congratulations, and remember that the world is yours.
Hello, Class of 2020. Bill Walsh here. You know, a lot is being said about the things you might miss out on during the pandemic, but I hope you are also taking note that your situation is special, one of a kind. You might be telling stories about this for years or decades or generations. So embrace it, because making the best out of an adverse situation is a skill that will be helpful forever. Congratulations, graduates.
Well, thank you for celebrating with us as the CBS 58 Morning News congratulates the Class of 2020. We'll be right back.
Hello, Class of 2020. This is Senator Ron Johnson. You've been a first-hand witness to a historical event of enormous significance. While not the graduation you envisioned, you learned to adapt and rise to the challenge, and these are life lessons that will help all of you build a better future. Congratulations.
Hello, Tammy Baldwin here. Congratulations to the Class of 2020. I am so proud of you, and I wish you all the best in your next chapter.
Well, the immediate next step for the Class of 2020 could be anything: college, trade schools, the military or right into the workforce.
When we asked area administrators for some great seniors to talk to, they delivered some of the state's best.
That's right, and we're hearing from the class presidents, the sports stars, and the valedictorians. And they don't plan on stopping excelling after graduation.
For the future, I do plan on going to UW-Madison and majoring in political science and economics. And then once I graduate from undergraduate school, I am going to try to go to law school and become a civil rights attorney.
I will be attending UW-Platteville, going for pre-veterinary medicine.
I plan on attending UW-Madison this fall, and I'm going to plan on majoring in computer engineering.
I'm going to UW-Madison next year to study management information systems.
Getting into Notre Dame is a huge goal of mine. I've wanted to go there since I was a little girl.
I'm going to the University of Michigan at Ann Arbor. I plan on double majoring in political science and international studies.
The first and foremost is to go to college. I want to study astrophysics and mechanical engineering. Florida Polytechnic University.
Some of my personal goals for the future are to finish undergraduate school and go to law school and then enter the public policy field, but also to win Miss Wisconsin. So that's one of my biggest goals for the future.
Next year, I'll be attending the University of Chicago, and I plan to study international relations.
I'm actually attending Marquette in the fall of this year. Yep, I'm going to be majoring in bioinformatics. It's kind of a new and upcoming major. It kind of combines biology while mixing in with computer science, statistics, and analytics and stuff like that.
Man, aren't they amazing? Just so driven with very specific goals in mind.
They are. A lot of future lawyers, scientists, doctors. Looking forward to seeing what they do in the future.
Yeah, guys, I don't think this will be the last time we hear from them. When they change the world, when, not if, when they change the world, we will hear from them time and time again. Well, two of the students we talked to, they're twin sisters. They had a lot of options for college. They were both accepted to nearly 40 universities, and together they earned more than $1 million in scholarships. CBS 58's Christine Flores talked to the sisters and has their message for other students.
The sisters are seniors at Dr. Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy. They were very excited to share their final school choice and eager to start school in the fall. Their career choice, nursing.
This is not really a completion for me. I'm just getting started. Yeah, I feel partially relieved. Yeah.
Ariana is graduating first in her class with her twin sister Ariel right behind her in second. They were accepted to 38 schools and received more than $1 million in scholarships each.
We've always been those overachievers, like throughout school period. We never wanted to just do the basics. The bare minimum. We always wanted to go above and do beyond that.
In fact, their school requires seniors to apply to a certain number of schools.
The requirement was 3. I said, well, I want to do 30. I applied to schools in Alaska. I'm like, I'm not going there, but it's like, why not?
Some of those top choices included
Grambling, and we were thinking about Hampton. We were thinking about Benedict. We got a full ride there. Yeah, we got full rides to Benedict, but they didn't have our major.
The two want to go into nursing. It runs in their family. They also don't want to be far from home. That's why Marquette seemed like the best fit.
Tuition, we're pretty much covered. We got accepted into the EOP program. We got accepted directly into the nursing program.
While they admit their journey here wasn't easy, they have advice for others as they navigate through life.
It's okay to fail sometimes. You got to accept some failure. It's okay to fail sometimes. Just come back harder. And another thing, do not be lazy, guys. Do not procrastinate. Do the most. They told us that we were doing the most with all these colleges. Do the most, go above and beyond.
The sisters say nursing runs in their family. They also hope to serve as an example for other students who may have found it difficult to stay on track during this pandemic. Reporting in Milwaukee, Christine Flores, CBS 58 News.
What an accomplishment. Now it's time for our first performance of the night. It comes from the senior choir at Waukesha West High School. They didn't get a chance to do their final show, so we gave them the floor tonight. First, Pauline spoke with the Waukesha West choral director.
Joining us is the Director of Choral Activities for the Waukesha West High School. Zach, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, your seniors have prepared a very special piece in which we'll get to in just a moment here. But before we get to that, tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. So the piece is called The Road Home. It's a piece that many of my seniors would sing as part of concert choir every Thursday, which is our last day of the week, as kind of a send-off to kind of put a little period at the end of every week. And the piece is really significant to them, referring to the class being a place of belonging. One of the verses being, "Tell me where is the road I can call my own that I left that I loved so long ago. All these years I have wandered. Tell me when will I know there's a way, there's a road that will lead me home." So
That's very beautiful, very poignant. Hopefully this will serve as a bittersweet kind of send-off to their senior year.
most definitely. You know, it's unfortunate. Typically at Waukesha West, we close out with a concert called the Baccalaureate Concert, which is really meant to send off all the seniors, and it's very traditional to them and very sentimental to them. So it's unfortunate that we couldn't have it like we typically would in person, but hopefully this will serve as something special for those kids to remember.
Well, Zach, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. Everyone, this is the Waukesha West Seniors of the choir singing The Road Home.
Rise up, follow me.
Beautiful voices there. Thank you so much, Waukesha West, for that tribute. When we come back, Jim Gaffigan and Rufus King alum Jeannie Gaffigan surprise our students on Zoom. We have their advice for the class of 2020 next.
Yeah, we've got a lot more coming your way as the CBS 58 Morning News congratulates the class of 2020.
Welcome to a CBS 58 News special as the CBS 58 Morning News congratulates the class of 2020.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Reisted with Mike Kirkhoff, Pauline Lee, and meteorologist Justin Thompson-Gee.
It's a special night. We are celebrating the seniors. It's a bittersweet time, but we hope all the seniors out there, they remember they've worked so hard and they have accomplished so much. So it's time to celebrate.
Yeah, we hope this is the first party of many socially distant parties for you throughout this graduation season.
And we've already seen some great stories and had some great performances, and we're really just getting started.
Yeah, as we salute the class of 2020, we've heard from some disappointed yet hopeful seniors.
After talking to them each one-on-one, we gathered them for a group Zoom chat. They thought it was going to be a kind of classroom discussion.
Well, it was, but first we had a little surprise for them. Check it out. Obviously, this is not the senior year that you guys were hoping for, and we wish you guys were able to kind of take part in all the traditions that we were able to. Obviously, going to graduation, getting to toss your cap and gown, getting to walk across the stage and get your diploma. So you guys, unfortunately, will have to wait a little bit longer, but hopefully Mike and Megan and I wanted to maybe cheer you up a little bit. So we actually have some celebrity guests joining us for our Zoom chat.
Oh, yeah.
You might know them, actor and comedian. You might know him from the Jim Gaffigan Show. You might know her. She's a well-known author, comedic writer, actress as well. Guys, say hello to Jim and Jeannie Gaffigan.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to our Zoom chat. Thanks for joining us.
Sure.
Thank you for having us.
Is this too close?
So congratulations everyone for being the cream of the crop.
Thank you.
I always knew you could do it.
Thank you. Thank you for believing in us.
I was just going to say that I see someone there from my alma mater, Rufus King.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
To all of you, that this is a really great, experience for everyone, because life is like this in a smaller scale. And I think that if you can handle the fact that your senior year was interrupted by a global pandemic, then you can pretty much handle any curveball that life has to throw you. This is a real, growth experience. And my advice to you, and Jim will probably say something more profound than this, but I think that my advice to you, rather than focusing on all the horrible things that you missed out on because of this thing, is just think about how this pandemic, this whole situation, in whatever way possible, spoke to you personally and challenged you personally, and in some way, how did it improve you personally? What did it do that showed you something about your resilience, your compassion, your fortitude? Find a positive thing that specifically, personally, happened inside of you due to this. Because it's real easy to figure out all the bad things about it, for yourself, for others, for the world. But it's also really important to think of how these things that happen in life address you personally and give you some insight into yourself and give you the strength to combat future things and teach you about yourself.
Yeah, I guess, what do I know? I don't know anything. But I would say that I'm sure you guys are probably dealing with the fact that you probably feel ripped off. But I would say that I think that, we're in a time where I think that we can focus on things that have been taken from us, but like there are people that are dealing with a level of tragedy that we can't even comprehend right now. And so whenever you're kind of tempted to engage in kind of self-pity, you should really kind of be in touch with gratitude. I'm not saying it's easy, a fancy party or speaking at your graduation is something special, but you also did this for a personal accomplishment. This wasn't something to show off for themselves, for other people. This was something you did for yourself, and that's an accomplishment that you don't need to show other people. You need to kind of share with yourself. And I don't know, hopefully I sounded smart.
You're very smart. You're very smart. And also, I mean, it's really hard when you're 18 years old to think about this. I mean, this is a historical thing. Many generations never experienced anything like this. So you're gonna have grandchildren someday that are gonna look to you like, how did you survive? I can't believe that you graduated high school at the top of your class during a global pandemic. I mean, it's a really a major accomplishment, and you all should be so proud of yourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Gaffigans,
Thank you.
you guys are the best.
Yeah.
Such words of wisdom. If you guys didn't know, of course, Jeannie is from Milwaukee. Jim's some Wisconsinite by association.
Very welcoming people, so it's okay.
He likes cheese, so he gets honorary citizenship, Wisconsinite citizenship.
Very cool. We appreciate you guys chatting with us. We know you guys have a busy house, so we won't keep you too long, but we appreciate you guys coming and chatting and giving our senior class of 2020 some words of wisdom.
Yes. Seniors 2020.
Thank you.
Congratulations so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks again to the Gaffigans. I can totally relate to Jim. You start saying something that you think is profound and then just kind of run out of steam, and that was good, right? That was good?
Right, that sounded smart, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. I think we all appreciate that kind of humor, especially at a time like this.
And I love what Jeannie had to say too. You gotta remember there's positives out there. It's so easy right now to focus on the negatives, but there's still plenty of reasons to smile. All right, still to come as the CBS 58 Morning News congratulates the class of 2020, a word from Packers legend Leroy Butler, comedian Charlie Behrens, and a tribute performance from the Reagan IB High School Choir.
Hello, class of 2020. Governor Tony Evers here. Congratulations. I am thrilled to share in this special occasion with all of you. I know this year was a challenge. Many of you tackled your last few months of school from home, missing critical time with your friends, classmates, teammates, and teachers. And while this semester is ending on a very different note than any of us could have predicted, that does not change the exceptionalism of this accomplishment. You all worked hard for years to reach this point, and I want you to know that we are proud of you and we celebrate you. So on behalf of the state of Wisconsin, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Hello, class of 2020. Congratulations on your graduation. One thing we can say about this graduation is that it's unique and you won't ever forget it. But even though we are dealing with these crazy times right now, take some time to celebrate yourself, your accomplishments, and all of the hard work that it took to get you here to this graduation. Congratulations, and cheers to what's next.
Hello, graduating seniors. I'm Mike Strelo, wishing you all the best as you prepare for the next chapter in your lives. While it's true you've missed out on so much during this final semester of high school, I have no doubt that this unprecedented shared experience will create a lifelong bond that will only deepen your resolve individually and collectively to make this world a better place. Congratulations, class of 2020, and onward.
Class of 2020, Leroy Butler here. I am so sorry we have not figured out a way for you to have a graduation ceremony. I'm going to leave you with some famous words from my mom. Be a leader, not a follower. But if you're going to follow, choose the right leaders. And I choose to follow you. I love you.
Such wise words. Welcome back as the CBS 58 Morning News congratulates the class of 2020.
We've had tributes come in from all over the state, just like Packers legend Leroy Butler.
And now meteorologist Justin Thompson-Gee has another one for us.
Yeah, hey guys, this one is a tribute and a performance from Milwaukee's Reagan High School. To celebrate the class of 2020, Reagan joined current students with some alumni. Check it out.
Well, joining me is Erica Breitbarth. She's the chair of the music department at Reagan High School. Erica, thank you so much for chatting with us.
It's my pleasure.
Well, recently, since the coronavirus pandemic started, students at Reagan and alumni came together to pay a special tribute to the class of 2020. And we do have that performance. We'll get to that in just a second. But Erica, tell us a little bit about it.
So in this time of COVID-19, my students haven't had the opportunity to sing together. And so for our senior class, they missed out on the performance that they do at their final concert honoring them. And so we wanted to find a way via technology to bring them together, even digitally, just to sing the last tune that they would normally have as a send-off as they head out into college and life beyond high school. So the piece is called The Parting Glass, and it was originally recorded by the Wailing Jennies. It's an Irish folk tune, and it talks about a final toast to all the memories that you share together and how that moving on is both bitter and sweet.
What do you hope the seniors take away from a video version of their last song together?
I hope that it'll be a little time capsule of their time in high school and their time in choir that they can look back on and remember, and that it would be a way to honor all the work that they've done and all the music that they've made over their time in high school.
Well, Erica, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. Everyone, this is the current students as well as some alumni from Reagan High School singing The Parting Glass.
All the money that e'er I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was Good night, and joy be with you all. All the comrades that e'er I've had are sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er
Beautiful voices there. When we come back, Charlie Behrens has some advice for seniors who are graduating, along with the seniors class of 2020 hopes for the future, and another great performance when we come back.
Hey dear class of 2020, it's me Charlie, the host of Demand Walk Minute, and I just want to say, gosh darn it, I am prouder of you than I am my beef jerky. And that is some well-marinated stuff, okay? I mean, your resilience in these historically tough times has been inspiring to all of us. Yes, did you Google a couple answers for your online test? Probably, but you know what? You finished the test and that's what matters. And now you're graduates. And it is my distinct honor to say, class of 2020, keep her moving.
Keep her moving. Great advice from Charlie Behrens. You're watching a CBS 58 special. The CBS 58 Morning News congratulates the class of 2020.
And one thing we've learned about this year's seniors is, in spite of it all, they remain hopeful.
That's right. The class of 2020 has big plans, not only for themselves, but for each and every one of their classmates. Take a listen.
What do you hope that the class of 2020 can accomplish in their lifetimes?
I know I kind of said taking this as a learning experience. It really is kind of a time where we can all, even though we're still living with our families and stuff like that, still really kind of start on the right track to being independent as an adult, and really kind of learning from this and realizing, kind of getting insight on what's to come in the future and what's expected of us with all the virtual learning and virtual teaching ourselves. I think that they could use those lessons that we've learned as a class to succeed in the future.
I hope the class of 2020 creates a future that they are proud of, that they plan and they're flexible with those plans, yet they're always striving for success and to help other people.
I just hope that they can all reach success, either through finance or fame, or through just personal achievement and happiness.
Our class has so many different dreams of being like astronauts, or being, people who innovate in the technology field or in the healthcare field. So I just want to see them do big things, find research, and just do good wherever they're ending up.
I hope that they still keep going, that even though with all of this, a lot of it is affecting our college decisions. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, and I guess that could make people feel like they don't know what they're going to do. They don't know what path they're going to take, so I really hope that they still continue on.
I think what made it a little bit easier for me, I know the first couple weeks for me personally were really, really hard. I didn't want to do anything. I was completely unmotivated to go to school because I was just so sad that all of this had to happen so quickly. But I think what made it a little bit easier was my mom reminding me that every senior in high school feels the way you're feeling now. And I think that's something that we'll always have.
It made us so resilient. Word is the word of the year for us. Resilient. Because it really for this, I feel like that was a big bump in the road for the whole class of 2020 all across the world. And we all have to get back up and keep going. And we have to adjust to the different learning at home. Switch into a whole different learning environment. That's pretty hard. That's making us stronger. Who do you know that can get through a graduation and finish school during the whole pandemic? Yeah, it takes people months to adapt to change, and we have to adapt to this right away. Yep.
I hope that this kind of unites us, since we all have a shared experience, that we unify when it comes to different problems.
I think that if they can get through an entire pandemic and miss out on the second half of their senior year, then they should be able to get through anything, and that they shouldn't let this set them back, but take it as a learning experience for in the future, when they are struggling with other things.
I kind of hope that we all just find happiness. That happiness can be individually with serving your community, serving our country, helping others, pursuing what you love, or it can be with each other, like I said, building connections, or simply just being with one another.
I hope we take this experience as a lesson and learn that the power in preparation, seeing things ahead of time and seeing what we can do to make sure things like this don't happen. The coronavirus seemed to be inevitable, so not specifically with the coronavirus exactly, but just things in general. I think this experience has made us realize that if we want to see change, we have to do it ourselves.
Such beautiful hopes and dreams for their fellow classmates. I think if there's anything else that I can add for the class of 2020, I mean, if hindsight is 2020, I hope that they can look back and see just how strong they are, that in a global pandemic, they can still find ways to stay positive and to stick to those goals.
Yeah, and we heard there, you know, if we want to see change, we have to do it ourselves. I thought that was so powerful. We also heard about resilience time and time again. It's just really amazing to see these seniors overcome all of this, and really hopeful for the people that they will continue to become as they in the future.
We asked them if they thought that this was going to make them all stronger, everyone their age. And they all, without doubt, said yes, because it taught them so much about adaptability and like they said, appreciating what you already have. And eventually, as they go down the road, as we've heard a lot of shout outs and a lot of advice from a lot of people, this will make them stronger in the end.
Hello everyone, Chief Alfonso Morales, Milwaukee Police Department. I want to give a quick shout out to all the graduates, the students of Milwaukee Public Schools. You're graduating this year to do bigger and better things and continue learning. Biggest shout out is to Bradley Tech, my school I graduated from. Make sure you all continue to lead, continue to learn, and may God bless you.
Hello, class of 2020. Congratulations, you have made it to the finish line. This is a strange one, for sure, spending the last few months of your scholastic careers at home, but think about it this way. You're going to have stories to tell that no other class anywhere will be able to tell. My stories aren't nearly as good. Vanilla Ice was popular when I was a senior in high school. I don't tell anybody that story. Congratulations to you from CBS 58.
As we flip through more yearbook photos, remember you can see the hundreds of senior pictures submitted by proud family members at CBS58.com. Just search Class of 2020.
What's up, y'all? DJ Wilson here, the Milwaukee Bucks, and I just wanted to congratulate the class of 2020 on graduating. I know times are weird right now and y'all didn't get a chance to walk the stage, but regardless, y'all got the job done, and that's a huge accomplishment. So y'all should be proud of yourselves. I'm proud of y'all. Continue to live out your dreams. Peace.
That's right. Well, we have one more item for you tonight. The seniors of the Grafton High School Choir. They do a song every year, and this year they did it virtually too.
Yeah, we're happy to share it with you now with some more of your senior photos.
Thank you to everyone who participated in this. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Congratulations, seniors.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down unfamiliar road. Although this way is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.